What's up everybody, my name is Justin. Welcome to my channel, 502 Fragrance Reviews, where the goal of my channel is to give you amazing recommendations for great fragrances, but at the same time bridge the gap between those that know a lot about fragrances and those that don't know a lot about fragrances. And today, this is a video for you ladies out there. I want to give y'all a really nice video showcasing 10 amazing fall fragrances for women that you can find in department stores only. That being your Macy's, your Dillard's, your Sephora, Ulta, JCPenney, those kind of stores. I want to give you fragrance recommendations in those stores so you can go and check them out yourself and smell them in person and see if you may like them. Now there's a bunch of fragrances out there. I just want to narrow it down to 10. It doesn't mean that these 10 are the best. These are just 10 that I want to point out to you women. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first fragrance I want to show you ladies is a fragrance from this year, a new release from this year. In my opinion, it's one of the best new releases this year for women. And this comes from the house of Valentino. And then this fragrance is Valentino Donna, Born in Roma. Now I have this bottle, but it was given to me. I don't use it. This one right here, like I said, it's 2019 release. It's a floral oriental fragrance with some of your main notes in here being bourbon vanilla, black currant, and jasmine tea. This to me is a very nice fragrance. It's very unique to me. The bourbon vanilla in here is really nice, really pleasant. Comes out more in the dry down. The jasmine tea in here is very nice. You also have some underlying woodiness as well. But this is a very nice modern women's perfume that is really pretty at the same time. I have had many women at this point smell this, and I have yet to have a single woman not like this. So this one right here is a really nice one to have you stand out, pretty unique for you ladies. This is Valentino Donna, Born in Roma. The next fragrance I want to mention to you ladies is another new release from this year, and it's another release that's one of the best women's releases this year in my opinion. I don't have a bottle of this. I'm going to bring a picture up in the bottom corner. This is from the house of YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. And this is the new YSL Libre. And this one is classified as an Oriental Fougere fragrance released this year. And this one is another one that is really nice, really unique. It's going to have you ladies standing out because this is a lavender based women's perfume, a lavender dominant perfume. Typically you see lavender used in men's fragrances. You don't really see lavender in women's fragrances. But in this one, lavender is the star of the show in addition to vanilla and some fruitiness as well, black currant once again, just like in Valentino. This one is very pleasant when you first spray it in the dry down. It's pleasant from opening to dry down. It's another one where it's a very pretty smell to me. I think that this has a little bit of sweetness to where women that don't like their fragrances too sweet should definitely check this one out, because I think this one will have the right amount of sweetness in contrast to the freshness from the lavender, to where women would really like this one. This one right here, I've shown many women this, and I've only had one woman that didn't really prefer it. She liked it, but majority of women that I've shown a lot of women this fragrance really enjoy this one. That's one that you ladies should check out. That is the new YSL Libre, a nice mixture of fresh and sweet. The next fragrance I want to show you ladies is a 2016 release, and this is a fragrance right here. You will definitely see other channels mention this fragrance when it comes to women's fragrances for the cooler weather. This one comes from the house of Mugler, and this is Angel Muse. And this one right here, I believe Jeremy Fragrance said it best. This is the chocolate monster. If you are a woman that likes sweet fragrances, you should definitely check out this one. If you're a woman that likes chocolate, like that chocolatey smell, this one's definitely for you. To me, this one right here is the Angel Killer by Mugler. If you compare Mugler's Angel, I'm talking about the Eau de Parfum, that's what most women have, the Angel Eau de Parfum, to this one. This one, 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure will win. I have compared this fragrance against Angel and several times, and every time I compared the two to women have preferred this one. Some of the main notes in here that you have hazelnut, cacao spread, and patchouli. So this fragrance, like I said, it's all about chocolate and patchouli. If you like patchouli as well, I think there's a chance that you'll really like this one. I think it's got that really perfect balance of the patchouli and the chocolate, the cacao. The chocolate gives the nice sweetness, the patchouli gives that nice earthy woodiness. This one right here lasts a very, very long time. I am certain you will get 8 hours easily when it comes to this. Word of warning, if you was to go to the department store and try this out, I would not spray this on test strip and just bury your nose into it. Odds are you're going to think this fragrance is too intense. The best way to test this fragrance is to spray this fragrance on your hand, and don't even smell it, just spray it on your hand and just go about your day. Let the fragrance come to you, because as you go on throughout the day, you're going to probably be getting whiffs of a really nice fragrance. You're like, what is that I'm smelling? And like, oh, it's this. It's the Angel Muse. It's really better to test it that way. So this one right here, very nice one, Mugler's Angel Muse. This next fragrance I want to mention to you women is one that is so nice, and it's really unique. I love fragrances that stand out. This is a fragrance that won't have you women smell like everyone else. This is a fragrance that's going to have you smelling very unique, but this fragrance at the same time isn't for everyone. This comes from the house of Marc Jacobs, and this is Marc Jacobs Decadence. Most women associate Marc Jacobs with Daisy and all those Daisy flankers, real light, everyday, easygoing women's fragrance. But Decadence is for the confident woman. This is classified as an oriental floral, with some of the main notes being plum, vetiver, and amber. This one right here is so nice. It's very, very sexy to me, and I feel like this scent will be sexy to a lot of men smelling this on a woman. This fragrance is really nice. Vetiver being in a woman's fragrance is very unique, because vetiver is a very, very kind of like green woody scent that you typically see in men's fragrances. That does not mean that this fragrance figures masculine. This is just vetiver used in a feminine way. The amber and the plum gives it a nice sweetness as well. Some nice mixture of sweetness and woodiness, and you got some floral notes in here as well to kind of add more femininity to it. This one right here lasts a long time as well. I think this could possibly be one year round, but it is best in the fall and winter seasons. You will see this fragrance featured again in the winter list. Really, really nice one. It's going to have you smelling very unique. I suggest that you definitely smell this for yourself in person though, because that's not for every woman, and that is Marc Jacobs Decadence. The next fragrance I want to show you ladies is once again another fragrance that's going to have you smelling unique, smelling different from every other woman that has the typical La Vie Belle, Flower Bomb, those type of scents. Nothing against those scents. Those fragrances are nice, but every woman has it. I want to show you ladies some different things that's going to have you smelling very unique. But because of that, you're going to have to try these fragrances in person and see if you like them. And this one's no different. The next fragrance I want to let you women know about is from the house of Tom Ford. And it is Tom Ford's Velvet Orchid. And this one right here is a really nice one. Very, very unique. You got prominent notes of rum, honey, and orchid. You also got vanilla in here as well. You got a lot of notes, but it's very, very different. Typically, you hear rum, honey. You probably haven't smelled that in hardly any women's fragrance, I'm pretty sure. This came out in 2014, I believe, 2014 release. And this is for the woman that likes black orchid already. If you're a woman that has black orchid and you like it, I'm not saying these two smell exactly the same, but black orchid is a different enough scent to where if you smell velvet orchid, you're like, okay, I can appreciate this too. This one right here does have a really good longevity. You got the rum, you got the honey for some uniqueness, but you also got an underlying bouquet of florals. One of them being orchid, but there's other florals in here as well. You got a nice warm base. This one right here is very, very nice. If you're dressed really nice, I feel like this will really, really be nice for you. This one though, like I said, you do have to sample, because Tom Ford fragrances are definitely unique, and I mean that in a good way, at least. Typically, the average consumer, when they smell Tom Ford, they're going to say that typically every one of the fragrances are different. It's not your everyday type of scent. And it's one that I think is really nice that deserves a mention, and that is Tom Ford's Velvet Orchid. The next fragrance I want you ladies to know about is one that's kind of newer. Well, no, it is newer. Came out late last year, August of last year. This is a fragrance right here that I have come to learn many women like. I have had many women smell this fragrance and overwhelming positive feedback from this fragrance. This comes from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and this is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. This one right here is a very, very nice fragrance. You got prominent notes of caramel, vanilla, and coffee. The best way to describe this fragrance to me, this comes off as a powdery chocolate coffee kind of fragrance. Powdery sweet coffee fragrance. You have underlying florals in here of iris and violet, and in fragrances that can come off like give it a nice powderiness. It comes off powdery. So you got the underlying powderiness mixed with the sweetness of coffee, vanilla, and caramel. This is a really, really nice fragrance. I think the performance on this fragrance is at least above average. I think you'll get around 6-7 hours easily, ladies. This one right here, I feel like it'll have you smelling at least a little unique. There's probably other fragrances that's in the same scent profile, scent DNA, and that's okay. But this one right here is really, really nice. If you're a lady that loves sweet fragrances, this is really, really one that you have to check out. It's not going super sweet like Lancome's La Vie Belle, but it's still definitely sweet in its own right. It's a really, really nice one, and it's a kind of a newer release that many women probably don't have yet. So that's one that you could definitely check out, and that's Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One. Powdery, chocolatey, sweet coffee. The next fragrance I want to show you, ladies, we're going to go right back to the house of Mugler. And there's another Mugler that I want to show you, ladies, that definitely deserves a recommendation, one that you definitely should check out. It is a newer release from this year. It's a new release from this year, and this is Mugler's Angel, but it's the new Eau de Toilette version. And this is for the woman that thought that, or thinks that, the Mugler Angel Eau de Parfum is too intense. If you think the Mugler's Angel Eau de Parfum is too strong, definitely check out the Eau de Toilette, because they added a mixture of fruits to offset the heavy chocolatey patchouli in that fragrance. So in this fragrance, you got dominant notes of praline, red berries, and apples, green apples. Also, you got the patchouli in there as well. I think the mixture of fruits to offset the heaviness of the chocolate and patchouli make this fragrance much more easier to the nose, and I think many more women will appreciate this one than the original Angel Eau de Parfum. And this one, I believe it can be worn year round. I do think it can be worn year round. But I think in the fall time and even the spring time, those transitional seasons, I think that this fragrance works best in the transitional seasons, spring and fall. I think it can work year round, like I said, but I think spring and fall it's great. This one right here, it won't be too overbearing. It will have some good staying power. And it'll definitely be more of a unique DNA than the Angel Eau de Parfum, just because that one's got a really thick scent cloud, and plus Angel Muse is better than Angel Eau de Parfum. But the Angel Eau de Toilette, the new one, is one that definitely deserves a recommendation. So go into your local department stores and definitely check out Angel Eau de Toilette. This next fragrance I want to show you, ladies, I'm really excited to show you this one because I really enjoy this fragrance. This is another fragrance though that's not going to be for every woman. This came out early last year, like maybe February 2018. This comes from the house of Gucci, and this is Gucci Guilty Absolute Parfum. This one is a really nice, fruity, woody fragrance with a little bit of a floral component in there. This has dominant notes of blackberry, rose, and cypress. And this one right here is going to have you smelling so nice, so different. But I think that this fragrance is definitely going to be polarizing. You will have women that love this, and you will have women that hate it. I don't think you'll ever have a case where women will think it's okay. I think it's going to be on one side of the scale to the other. If you love this fragrance though, you're going to be getting a really nice fragrance that has really good staying power for it being a fruity fragrance. Typically fruity fragrances for women, you see floral fruities, I guess fresh fruity, but you never really see fruity woody fragrances, and that really nice woody base is what makes this fruity fragrance give it that extra staying power to where you can wear this year round. But it's definitely got some potency, so it's really nice for the fall time. This one right here, typically with fruity fragrances you don't see blackberry, so just right off the bat it's got a nice unique edge to it, a nice tart blackberry note. This one right here I think it's one that you definitely should check out, ladies. It won't be for everyone, but it deserves a recommendation. And that's Gucci Guilty Absolute. This next fragrance I want to show you, ladies, is a fragrance that came out in 2016 release. This one right here is really popular in the fragrance community. You will definitely see this fragrance featured in other fall fragrance rankings for women. I guarantee it. This one comes from the house of Christian Dior, and this is Dior Poison Girl. And this one, man, ladies, this one's going to get you so many compliments, not just from women, of course, but from men. You're going to get a lot of compliments from men asking you, what are you wearing? It smells so, so nice. This is a fragrance that has a nice mixture of freshness with florals and a nice, sweet, spicy base. You have dominant notes in this fragrance of vanilla, almond, and tonka bean. You got some citruses in the top to give it the freshness. You got some florals in the heart. I believe it's rose and orange blossom. Nice warm base of vanilla, tonka bean. And you got almond, you got Toulouse balsam. You got a lot of notes in here. But just know that this fragrance is going to give you excellent staying power. I believe it's going to last 8 hours. It'll easy. But it's just going to be one that's going to be having you smelling so, so nice. I feel like this is how a woman should smell. Really nice, sexy woman. This isn't like the Marc Jacobs Decadence, that ultra confident woman that gets whatever she wants or gets whatever guy she wants, she picks. This is that more kind of shy. I don't know what to say shy. She's still confident in her own right. I don't know how to put it in the words, but it's one right here that definitely deserves a recommendation. This is universally loved. I don't think many women are going to dislike this. So if you want a nice, safe choice, it's going to have you smelling really nice, check out Christian Dior's Poison Girl. And this last fragrance I want to show you, ladies, it would not be, I feel like a fragrance video or like a seasonal video if I didn't include at least one Chanel, right? So I wanted to pick one Chanel for this fall video, and this one is Chanel's Coco Noir. This one right here smells so, so good. It has excellent staying power. Most women that like Chanel, they typically like Coco Mademoiselle, which is a superstar, or Otandra, or the #1 selling #5. There are some fragrances that I believe from Chanel that doesn't get the love that it should. This is one of them. Chanel's Coco Noir is a really nice mixture of fresh with balsamic with some florals. The dominant notes you got in this fragrance is patchouli, rose, and sandalwood. We also got some incense in here as well. If you are a woman that loves Coco Mademoiselle, I think that you will like this one as well, because these two fragrances, Coco Mademoiselle and Coco Noir, they both share that prominent rose and patchouli note. But it's just Coco Noir goes a little bit darker in the dry down than Coco Mademoiselle. It goes in a darker direction with the sandalwood, incense, really resinous. This one right here is one that's going to have you smelling very, very nice. And in the air, this will have similarities to Coco Mademoiselle. It definitely will. But it's going to have a nice, deeper, darker, a little bit spicier kick that Coco Mademoiselle doesn't have. And that's why this fragrance is good for fall and winter time. And that is Chanel's Coco Noir. Really nice one. So that's all I got for you ladies today. These are 10 really nice recommendations that you can check out in department stores that are nice for the fall time. When I do my winter video, I will have 10 different fragrances that I will showcase. These fragrances right here that I showed you ladies, these fragrances work in the winter time just like the fall time, but I just want to put them in the fall video. That's it, all I got for you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell, that way you'll be notified when I upload a new video. So I got a lot of nice content coming your way. Next video I got will be top 10 fall men's fragrances that you find in department stores. So look forward to that. That's all I got for y'all. Till next time.